Hello everybody, and welcome to my Dark Souls 2 Faith Build playthrough. My name is Teperiel, and today we're going to continue our journey throughout Dragon Lake. In the last episode, we did a little bit of wandering about here. We came upon two familiar faces, and we had to choose to kill one or the other. We chose to kill the guy who always seemed to put us in some traps. Whether that was intentional of him or not, who's to say? It's actually pretty ambiguous, but regardless of who you choose, you get a specific armor set as well as access to a chest. So, from here on out, I'm going to go ahead and choose a couple little areas that I didn't go to beforehand, like over through here. So I'm going to want to, of course, look around a bit, see what's around here, and, well, just explore a bit more before I take on the boss, because there actually isn't too terribly much more for me to explore here. I mean, there's a decent amount, of course, but, I almost got hit there by that guy, actually. His homing shots are a little annoying. But not too terribly bad. Okay. Now let's go ahead and take out this spider really quick. And take out this thing before it strikes again. Fortunately, we leaved ourselves a little bit of an opening against that one, but it seems we can block it quite handily. Damn, I'm wanting to get that thing down there, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to without being hurt. So I am just going to book it really quick. Okay. First and foremost, I'm going to want to go in here. Oh, shit. You know, I totally forgot it didn't open from that side. That is my bad. So let me pop another one of these, and hopefully let's not die here, because it is... Oh, there we go. Very easy. I was very careless there. So, first death of the area, I think. Of course, Dark Souls. Too careless, something like that can happen. Thankfully, I didn't really have a whole lot of souls on me. And I can easily just, you know, go back to unhallowed. So let's go ahead and go back down. I need to go on the other side of that door, not that side, which unfortunately I can't seem to remember for the life of me on how to do that. I wanted to say it was through there, but I must have missed something in the last playthrough. I'm not sure what though. Or last episode, I should say. Let's go ahead and take another look down here really quick. Because there is another bonfire around here somewhere. If I go that way, I will likely not be able to get back up again. This is a little annoying. I'm trying to remember where everything is. That's the one problem I have with this area, is that everything's a little confusing for me. That's more on me though than the actual design of the level, I think. There's just way too many corridors. And let's see here. Going through there, I might be able to get back down. Let's see if I can go over here. Run through here. Here's where I wanted to be. Come on. Let's go ahead and take you out really quick. Yeah, I remember this area in particular. I was looking for it. Oh, and hey, look. Wonder if I can hit him with force from here. Nope. Oh, that's fine. Lightning urn. And might as well use an Estus flask. No reason why not. There is a bonfire that's actually quite close. Right where we need to be, really. And here it is. But there is a lot of spiders in this area. Don't know why they chose to have spiders right in a bonfire area, but they've done that in a couple other areas as well, which confuses me. I think the Scholar of the First Sin removes from some of those, but I can't really be sure of that. Ooh, got a great scythe. Probably won't be using it, but nice all the same, I suppose. Yeah, speaking of Scholar of the First Sin, I'm not exactly sure if I will be buying the upgrade to that, mostly because it almost seemed a bit like a cash grab to me, when it should have just been, you know, a free patch, but I might do it just for the sake of this channel. I know some people might want to see that content, so I would very much like to indulge those people. Granted, I'll play what I want to play, but I am a bit curious on the differences myself. From what I understand, for the most part, they're pretty minuscule, but I would like to see for myself, as I said. Okay, now let's see here. Let me see if I can lightning spear this guy, and should have probably had this on here, and I don't need poison moss here. I don't think anything poisons here. And sorry if you can hear that. That is a ambulance. I live actually right next to a hospital. Do I have any of those herbs? I should. Okay, I got one amber herb. That's fantastic. Only one, huh? And it's getting closer. Oh, almost killed him straight out, right? Oh, yep, I'm probably gonna die. Run, 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 run. Mostly just trying to clear the area so I can actually get to where I want to get to, which is really just right over there. There's somebody I want to meet. Okay, we got our stuff back and kill him. Easy enough. And here we go.
We meet again, kind traveler. This is my workshop. In your tongue, I believe I would be called a blacksmith. I create all manner of equipment, using an ancient technique unique to my people. Normally, I only cater to a very select few. But I have a debt to you. I will craft one thing of your choice. My wares are far from ordinary. I am certain that they will please you. I require no payment this time, but you must bring me a wondrous soul. My technique absolutely requires it. I trust you will understand.
Okay, well, this person, weaponsmith Ornifex, can also make you soul weapons and armor, just like the other character who can. And they can also reinforce stuff and, you know, upgrade stuff, so I might as well upgrade that. And I can upgrade it again. Nice. And might as well one more time. So now we got a very, very, very well upgraded item. Let's see here. For their shop, they've got, you know, they've got a couple sorceries and stuff, so if you're interested in that, they're there. Arrows are nice. I probably won't be using bows much, but from what I understand, one of the DLCs has a mechanic which you have to use a bow, so I may get one specifically for that. But here, the trade. The Dragon Slayer's spear is one thing I could use, but it's very much a dex weapon. It seems, or at least a quality weapon. There's a Lost Sinner's sword, which is a strength. This is also a strength. Seems more like a quality weapon, and faith quality, I guess. I probably won't be using any of these. I'll probably wait until I get more souls so I could get a different item for free. But aside from that, I guess I'll just talk to him a bit more.
The nature of an item is greatly influenced by the soul that was used to create it. They can be tricky to use, but when wielded properly, are extremely powerful. This is what I meant by unique. These wares are not for use by ordinary folk.
Okie doke, that's fine.
Come back again if you find another soul.
Alright. Pharaoh's Lockstone, cool stuff. Now, let me see here. I only got 2 life gems. Do I have any bigger life gems really quick? Yeah, I've got other ones. Just making sure. Anyways, that red one over there, you don't want to mess with that. Essentially, it's a red herring. It'll basically cause you to explode as soon as you try to kill it, and you will die. Pretty much almost outright. I'm not sure exactly how much damage it does, but it's a lot. A bit too much, some might say. But that's just how it is. Okay, and I don't believe... Okay, got the petrified dragon bone. Okie doke. I'm gonna go back over here. Can I use this? Nope, can't use bonfire because of them. Okay, that's fine. But now I've got a very, very powerful weapon here. That 2 upgrades helped quite a bit, I think. Now it is a +10. I believe it is at its max or nearly its max. And now we can go ahead and focus on other weapons as well that we will be using. Okay. Sorry for just running about here. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do from here. Because I want to now go and fight the boss. Yep, this is where I wanted to go. Problem is that guy behind me. And these guys are annoying. Thankfully, I can, for the most part, just go ahead and block the magic damage outright. It's nice that I'm able to hit them in the very tip of their leg and still do pretty much max damage to them. And that's how we get out of this room. Well, at least over here anyways. There is another exit. Crescent Axe and Soul Vortex. Crescent Axe is an interesting weapon. Yep, Bronze Great Axe. And, it's imbued with sacred power, but only traces of it remain. Lots of little items like this. There's some items that their true ability only appears when their durability starts to go away as well, which is interesting. And I believe we found ourselves in a similar place. Any of you who watched the last episode would recognize where we are. Now, there's going to be lots of these guys appearing from left and right behind us, you know, all over the place because they drop down from above. Okay, let's go ahead and take this guy out before I can do too much more. Oh, I didn't even see those ones. Too much clutter on the ground. Okay. Large Tynite shard. Yeah, these Spider-Men guys, I'm not even sure what to call them, hosts, they will tend to drop a lot of interesting array of items. Come on, pop down. You gonna pop down now? There we go. That was a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake. I forgot, these guys, even when attacked, can have a weird effect on their poise. Like, sometimes even if you attack them, they'll still attack you, even when they should have been poise locked, essentially. And it's kind of annoying. Like, it's really stupid. But again, that was my bad for running into that kind of situation in the first place. Most of the things in this game are generally your fault after all. Go ahead and take this guy out. And then we'll be on our way. Take this guy out too. I don't think he'll pop out unless if you go in here, so there generally isn't too much of a problem there. Okay. Hopefully this time I can redeem myself a little bit because that was kind of dumb. And as you saw there, I think you saw what I was talking about where I attacked him and he still attacked. So either I didn't do enough poise damage or he just has this weird effect, which seems to happen regardless of what weapon I use on him, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I'm just not understanding the game's mechanics all that well, but I've heard other people complain about that enemy in particular, so I don't think that's the case. Okay, more of those spiders coming at me. Come on. Generally hit them with one-handed, so probably switch to that. Okay. Let's not be an idiot this time. This time I'm just gonna lightning spear him. I didn't figure it was necessary, but it might be just to at least get him down. Alright. Now this room can be very, very dangerous for those who do not know how to handle it. As you can see, there's all sorts of spiders everywhere. It's basically one of those you can kind of kite them around the room sorts of things. Or you can pull them out here, funnel them into an area. There's even ways of running around them once you've opened up the doors in there, but for now, you probably just want to funnel them back. And if possible, you can get some to fall down in the spikes. I don't think that's happening here, though. Oh, well, there we go. That's most of them in here. Whoops. There still is one above that doorway. And that's about it. Just need to get this one to come down really quick. Of course, check for items behind the pews. And I can't quite remember where the key to that door is. I think it's actually on the corpse of a guy beyond the last boss. Or the last boss of this area, I should say. 3 homeward bones are nice. Not necessarily what I need, though. If you listen closely, you can hear there's a guy behind there. So I'll just wait for him. Or not. He's waiting for me. Alright. Now this area is actually pretty easy to get to the bottom. It looks really high. But all of these webs you can generally jump down relatively easily to get to the bottom. It's just there's a lot of little items that you can grab along the way. So I like to grab some of them. But yeah, this person said shortcut ahead. You can go ahead and do that. Or you could go down and around. There's lots of enemies here, as you can see. Watch out, because you could be ambushed by both sides as well. Of course, enemies hang from ceilings and general spider stuff. I don't know about you, but I actually like spiders. I seem to be a minority in that, but I just find them actually pretty cool. These ones, not so much. I mean, they hurt. But real life spiders, for the most part, most species tend to be not that aggressive, at least where I live. I live in Washington State. In the US. So, of course, we've got black widows and brown recluses here, but we also have wolf spiders, stuff like that. They tend to be pretty docile, unless, of course, you're trying to agitate them, in which case, why are you doing that? Unless if you're some sort of scientist or something doing it for a test. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy just to kind of scoop them up in your hand really quick and bring them outside, rather than just killing them in your house. Which seems to be such a shame when people do that. I don't understand why people are just so quick to, you know, kill stuff. Not just spiders, mind you. Can't remember if there was anything over here, so I decided to go ahead and take a look. But there is something over here. And a spider somewhere. There he is. If you probably haven't guessed by now what the final boss of this area is, I'll give you one more guess because it's pretty obvious at this point. Corrosive urn. Pretty nice trolling item. It will damage the durability of a player or enemy's item when thrown at them. It works just like other urns. You know, just use it like a use item and you'll chuck it kind of like a firebomb. And lots of troll players or even just some regular players, I know I've used them myself, can use them to break enemies' armor. This is especially useful against players using fairly quote-unquote cheesy tactics. If you can get it to stick anyways, sometimes it's not that easy to. Anyways, just to top myself off, I'm going to use one more human effigy. And I'm going to use the last of my life gem. I probably won't be using any spell stuff, but just in case, I might want to use magic barrier here. Oh, hey, look. Summon sign. I believe that's a Vengarl. Nope, Milk Mug. He's using Vengarl's helmet anyways. That's just a random player. I don't think I'll be summoning him for this, though. Not yet, anyways. There we go. And got magic barrier going. It'll be useful for some of the attacks that this boss does. Yes, and that is a very, very large spider. And you generally do not want to get close to him like this. Because it'll, well, get you with its spider legs. And that is not fun in the least. It hurts quite a lot, actually. Oh shit, okay, yeah, I'm gonna block this. There's not much else I could do. And that's one of the reasons why you want to be a little bit close to the boss, even though it will hurt if you stay too terribly close. You generally want to stay to the sides if possible so you can avoid that type of situation. One side does lasers, another side does acid and spit. That'll slow you if I remember right. But they both will use their legs to try and kill you. I tried rolling there, it did not work in the least. And go to heal up. So far, not too terribly hard of a fight. But that's why you need to not get too cocky. Because one slam of its legs will deal a lot of damage. Dead. Took way too much damage there, but not too terribly hard of a boss fight. I remember when I first did it, I had so much trouble on it. And we got the Great Soul. And if we look up here, we see a fairly Draconoid type shape. If you look closely, you'll know it resembles a particular character from the first Dark Souls. That is in fact Seath the Scaleless, or at least the petrified remains of Seath the Scaleless. Which is odd considering the, when you kill him, he just kind of, you know, disappears, but I think that's more of a general aesthetic rather than, you know, an actuality. I figure in actuality he probably just, you know, falls there and dies, not fades away into dust like everything else. But before we stop this episode, we have one last challenge here. And dead. So we got the Brightstone key, fragrant branch of yore, and a dark quartz ring. That. And hey, look. A headless figure. Well, we talked to the head. Now let's go ahead and fight the body. This guy can deal a lot of damage, so be wary. He is not a pushover. You can backstab him, but it's not easy. But, as you can see, you can deal a lot of damage to him. So, just don't get hit and you'll be fine. We got his armor, gloves, and boots. Cool stuff. Ha! That's certainly interesting. I believe that's actually the DLC area, I think. I've never actually done it before, so I might wait a bit before doing that. Let's go ahead and talk to him though.
No one has come this far, for a very long while. Young Harlow, do you wish to shed this curse? Then accept the fate of your ilk, and face the trials that await you. Unless you have already joined the crestfallen. Young Harlow, there are but two paths. Inherit the order of this world, or destroy it. But only a true monarch can make such a choice. Very few indeed have come even this far. And yet your journey is far from over. Outgrown Hollow, have you what it takes? Truly?
Let's talk to him once more.
Young Hollow, seek after Vendrick. He who almost became a true monarch. The Vendrick is certain to guide your way. Fledgling Hollow, may we meet again?
So I actually have no idea who that was, to be honest. That's the first time I've ever seen that. I figured it might have been a DLC area or something, but no. That is a character. Is that the scholar, perhaps? I actually have no idea, to be honest. No spoilers, please. If you guys do know, I am quite confused, actually. But I guess that's actually a good place to end this. With a primal bonfire lit, and with a new character scene, and much confusion abound. So while I'm knowledgeable about certain parts of this game, there are still so much I am not. I have not touched any of the DLC, as I've said before, which is why I was a bit confused when I saw that guy. He might have been added in the new patch, I really have no idea. But regardless, thank you guys for joining me on the 20th, I believe, episode of my Dark Souls 2 Faith Build playthrough. In the next episode, I believe we'll be taking on Vendrick's Castle, actually. I think that's all that's left to do, aside from the DLC and the stuff after that. So, guess I'll see you there. So for now, goodbye everybody, take care, and see y'all in the next one.